Hello guys, welcome to this video. I'm looking at the paper 3 specimen paper 2023. So let's begin. So we're going to be looking at the web authoring aspect actually. Okay. So you have been supplied with the following source files, all these here, right? So let's see. I have my files here, so everything here. Okay. So let's continue. Task 1, evidence document. Create a new word process document. Make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. Okay, so let me go create mine. So I'm going to click and then let me have my name, my information at the header. So I'll have Kichuku Analefo, right, comma, NG156, comma, and then I have 0004. Okay. All right, so it will appear on every page of my evidence document. Save this evidence document in your work area with the file name spec evidence. So I'm going to copy that, followed by your candidate number, for example, this. Okay. All right, so I'll go there, go to file, go to save as, and then I want to browse for, let me see, go to evidence. Where's my okay, specimen paper? Okay, let me save it. Okay, sorry, let me save it inside. Let me get this off and then save inside here. So I want to form a folder called work area here. Okay, work area. So I like to have a different folder where I will have all my printout. So I'm gonna have it right there and then name it. This is spec evidence, and then you're gonna save that. Okay, spec evidence. I'm so sorry. I think I'm supposed to. Okay, so let me change the name. I think I made a mistake in saving that name actually. So it's supposed to come with my center number. So let me add the center. I mean my candidate number 0004. So this will be my candidate number. So this is the right way to do that. So I forgot that. So that's it. So I can reopen it again, and that's fine. All right, good. So you will need this file later. Okay, so this is done. I don't know why I'm trying to be so fast with this. Okay, so let me slow down a little bit. Okay, task 2, web page. A trainee has started to create a web page and Stylesheet for Tawara digital storage. This must be suitable for uploading to a web server. Okay, create a new folder called spec underscore HTML. Okay, so let me just copy that. So I'll go to my my source file. So I want to create a folder called spec underscore HTML. All right. Okay, that done. Locate the following files and store them in your spec underscore HTML folder. So I'll be calling this spec folder instead of just calling the full name from now on. Okay. So I'm going to just locate the files. Let me see. So I have all these files from here. Then I'm going to omit the CSV files and then copy the rest inside spec folder. All right. Okay, so let's see. So the next one is open the file specdiscs.jpg in a suitable application. Reflect the image horizontally. So let me first of all, let me open that. So let me go to spec HTML. So I'll right click and then go to open with paint. Oops, let me reduce it a little further. Okay, so I'm good with this. So the next thing, reflect the image horizontally. So that's flipping. So you want to go here, you want to flip it horizontally. Okay, that is done. And then what's the next thing? Save this image as disk1.jpg in your spec folder. Okay, so I'm going to just copy that. I'll go to file and then save as. Make sure you choose JPEG. It's the same thing as JPG. Okay, so I want to save it as disk1.jpg. So I'll just okay that. All right, so that's that. So everything here done. So the next one is to rotate the image disk1.jpg 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so now that I've saved the disk, I saved the first image as disk1.jpg. So this is still disk1.jpg, if you understand what I mean. So you want to actually rotate it 90 degree clockwise. Okay, so you want to just click on that, and then let's see. So save this image as disk2.jpg. So we want to just copy this. Let me just copy the name, and then go to save as jpeg. I'll just paste that. So normally you're supposed to be the one to type it, you know, if doing examination, but I'm just doing this just to be fast. Okay, so this disk2.jpg. So I will save that. So everything here done. So it's been rotated clockwise and then saved. Okay, so crop the image disk2.jpg so that all the solid state drive is visible with an equal amount of red background on each side. Okay, okay, so let's see. So what we can do here, so let me crop this down a little further. So let me try to make it equal as much as I can. I can only do this with my eyes. I wouldn't let me just okay, so this should be okay. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, let me just get this one a little closer. Okay, so this should be fine. This should serve. Okay, so the next one is this image must be square. Okay, already the image is square already. And then do not distort the image. We did not distort the image. The hard disk drive must not be visible. Must not be visible. Okay, so we've cut out all the hard disk drive, leaving the SSD. Save this image as disk3. So I'm going to copy the name. So let's save it as disk3 in our spec folder. So you want to go to file again, file, save as JPG. You want to save it as disk3.jpg, and then okay that. Okay. Excuse me. All right, let's continue. So resize the image. By the way, I have a little bit of catarrh. Okay, so but I'm good. So probably I might be sneezing a bit often, but it's fine. So we'll move ahead. So resize the image disk3.jpg to become 600 by 600 pixels. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to resize and skew here. I want to make it 600 by 600 pixels, so I want to check pixel here. So of course you know that when you put 600 as a horizontal, let me see, 600, let me see 600. So you find out that the aspect ratio, the vertical will be adjusting itself in terms of aspect ratio. So you want to make sure you click this chain here just to remove it so that it will be 600, so which is 600 by 600, so it will maintain it. Okay, so this is what we've got. Okay, so save this image as spec ssd.jpg. So I'm going to just copy that up also, and then let's save it in our spec folder. So we want to go to save as, and then jpeg, and then save it with this name, and then that'll be okay. All right, okay, so this is done. Green, yeah. Okay, so number 2, display the content of your spec underscore HTML folder, showing the folder name. So let's take it one after another. So I'm going to just go right there. So everything, I've done everything. So so you want to make sure that folder name is showing. Image dimensions, I have image dimensions here. If your own is not showing, you can just right click up here and then make sure you go to more and then look for dimension in this option. So mine is already showing. Sorry. Okay, so image dimension, all file names are there. File extensions Everything is there. So I've got a file extension. So if you're using Windows 11, you can get file extension from View. Is it View? Yeah. No, not really View. Sorry. These three dots here. Go down to see option. I think it's option. View. I think you will see where file extension is. File information. Where is it? Okay. File hide file extension here. You now uncheck it. So make sure that you uncheck it, and that will do it for you. So let's see if I check it here and then hide hide extension for non-file types. So if I okay that, you find out that all my extensions, so let me see, all my extensions will go. See that? So all my file extension will go. So I might go back and then go to options and then make sure go to view and then make sure to uncheck it. So you have to uncheck it for it to be able to show the file extension for those who are using Windows 11. Okay. All right. So for Windows 10, I think it's quite self-explanatory. Okay. So here I want to make sure that my dimension is showing. So that took away my dimension. So I don't know if I need tags. So I'm going to remove tag. Okay. All right, so that's just by the way. What's next? Extension and then file size. My file size is showing right there. So okay, so everything is showing. Take a screenshot of this folder and place this in your evidence document. Okay, so you want to just take a screenshot. So you want to make sure that your directory is showing up here, right? So I'm just going to copy that and go to my evidence. So this is actually step, what is this? Step 2. Okay, so I can say step 2 evidence. Step 2 evidence. Okay, so I'm going to actually paste it right here. Okay, all right, so that's it. Okay, so number 2 is done. All right, so let's go ahead. The style sheet is not finished and contains a number of errors. You are going to edit the style sheet. Make sure that you use the most efficient methods. All color codes must be in hexadecimal. Heading styles H4, H5, H6, and H6 do not need defining. Make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. Okay. So number 3, open the style sheet spec style.css. The specifications for this style sheet are below. So we're going to use all the specifications here. Correct and complete this style sheet using the information above. Okay. Place your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the end of the style sheet. Okay, so let's go ahead to open spec style.css. All right, so let me just go right there, and then this is spec style. So I'm going to right click and open with Inspection Web. So of course these are the gibberish CSS codes that were there. So I'm going to remove everything right there, making sure that everything is off. So we're going to use this table to actually create our own new style sheet, right? So let me see if there's any other extra information. So save this style sheet in your spec folder with the file name this. Okay, so let's first of all let's create it and then we can save. All right. Spec style. Let me see. This is still spec style. Follow. Oh, okay. So we can save it as using our candidate number. So all table borders and grid lines are visible. All right. So table. Now, if you look at here, so this represents the table tag. All right. One thing we must observe here is that here the width is 2 pixels, right? So let's actually highlight that, and then the border is solid. Okay. So I want to show you the common properties it shares with the TD. So this one is the TD, which is the table data. So you find out that table data also has a width of 2 pixels, right? They all have 2 pixels width, and then of course the border is also solid. Okay, and then also the border color is the same thing. I don't know what I said before, but like this border color and this one, they are all the same for the table and the TD. All right. So these are the properties that are similar to both of them. So we are going to give the two selectors, we're going to give them the same property. Okay. So, and that's how we should, that's how it should be done to be able to have an efficient CSS code, or do this in an efficient method. Okay. So let's see. So what I'm going to do here is go to new style. So I want to share the same property with table and TD, so I'm going to have TD right there. Now, what's the first thing there? The first thing is width is 2 pixels. Okay, the width is 2 pixels, so you're going to get that from border. So you want to get to border width. Okay, so from the question here, you see that the border here is actually 2. So the border will be 2 pixels. Okay, so let's go back right there and then make the border to be 2 pixels. So all border will be 2 pixels. What else do we have there? Solid. So it's going to be solid. So border style is going to be solid. Where's solid here? Solid. Okay, and then what's the next thing? The next thing is the border color. Okay, so we have the border color here. Okay, so I can actually copy the color here, the color code. I can just copy it. Okay, I can copy that and then come back right here, and then before I paste it, I'm going to have some hash and then have the color right there. Okay, so if you don't really want to do that, you can click on this by the side here, and then here you can now put the code, the color code, and then you kill that. So it will put the hash sign for you immediately. Okay, all right, so that's about that. So what else? I think we're done with that, so we can okay, so we have our code generated here. All right, so let's sorry, let me just, first of all, let me just be sure nothing is selected, and then go back and let's see the next property. So we now have to give a table. We need to give the property to table 2, because table has a peculiar property here. So we'll go to table. So we got to give you the selector table. Okay, so and the table width, it says the size 90% of the width of the browser window. Okay, so you want to also go to position. You want to go to position. Where's position here? So position here, you want to make sure that the width is 90. Okay, so but remember to change this from pixel to percent. Okay, let me be sure. It's to 90% of the width of the browser window. Okay, good. So 90%, you want to make sure that this is 90%. And then what's the next thing? So the next one will be borders not collapsed. Okay, borders not collapsed. So you can go to border. Is it border? Where maybe table. Yeah, sorry, table. You can go to table, and then border collapse. You want to make sure that it is separate. Okay, so we can apply that and then okay that. So we have our width. So the table width will be 90%, and then of course the border collapse will be separate. So that's what it means for not to be collapsed. Not collapsed. That's what it means here. Okay, so I'm going to select this. So the next one is the TD. So the TD, the padding will be top 80 pixels, left and right 20 pixels, and bottom 6 pixels. Okay, so let's go ahead to give it this padding for the TD. So I'm going to actually make sure the selector is TD. The padding will be gotten from box. Okay, so the padding, so you want to remove this same for all. You want to uncheck it, sorry. Okay, so top, let's see, top will be 8 pixels, so I'm going to have 8 right there, and then left and right should be 20. So I have right here 20, I have left 20. Okay, and then bottom will be 6. Okay, so I have it as 6 here. Okay, so that will be that. Is there any other property that we have right there? Nothing. So this one is done. So I think I've been able to cover this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I okay that. Okay, that will generate the code for me. So the next one will be all heading styles. Okay, so all heading styles will have this all these properties here, right? So when the heading styles are h1, h2, and h3 here. Okay. Okay, so I'll go to new style again and then have my h1, comma h2, comma h3. Okay, they'll all have the same property here. They share the same property. Okay, so obviously, if you look at this, the color code here, you see that it is not in the form of RGB. So you have to take note of that. Color codes are always in RGB. So RGB, okay, red, green. So we're going to take it in that order. Okay, all right. So R, so FF00 RGB. Okay, so we're going to go to here and then have it as this automatic, have it as FF00, if you know what I mean. So in the form of RGB, so you click that and then that's what you get. And then what other thing do we have? Okay, so the font will be Times New Roman, but if this font is not available, then Times, or if these fonts are not available, the browser's default serif font will be applied. Okay, so Times New Roman, the first one. Okay, so let's go check. Let's go take the font family. So font family, you want to look for Times New Roman. Okay, so Times New Roman, if it's not available, take Times. If not available, take serif font. So let's be sure that it's what we have right there. So the browser's default serif font. Okay, so I think that's the perfect font for us. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. So okay, that. Okay, so you're wondering why is this one in quotation mark? Is because there are spaces in between. So that's why it's in quotation mark. Okay, all right. Yeah, so let's get this one off. So the next one is the individual properties. So this one is 48 points. So H1 has 48 points. Okay, so I'll go back right there. New style, H1, the number of points. So that will be font size. Okay, the font size will be 48 points. Okay, so I'll write 48 and then make sure that you choose PT here. Okay, so you want to okay that. So one thing I want to know is that CH1, H2, H3, they share the same property, which are the color and font family. So but H1 here shares only this, has only this to itself. Okay, so that's how you can be efficient. So the selectors that share the same property, you have them on one line. Okay, sorry, I think we made a mistake actually, because H1 has alignment of right, so I think I forgot about that. So H1, so let's go back right there. So what I need is H1. So H1 will have alignment. Okay, so font so we have font size here. So where's alignment? Okay, let's see whether we can see alignment. So text alignment here will be, is it right? Let's be sure. Alignment will be right. Okay, so right is chosen there, so I can apply that. Okay, so that will give it to me in another you know, line. So but I know what to do. I'm going to remove one later on. Okay, so I'll go to font. So the font has to be 48, so font size will be 48. Make sure it's PT, and then I'll okay that. So that gives me this. Okay, so let me actually remove one. Okay, so I'm going to get this one off completely, so just remove it. Okay, so my code is still intact. Okay, so that will be it for H1. So H2 has 24 points only. Okay, so H2, so go to new style again. So then H2 H2 has a font size to, what did I see right there? 24 points. Okay, it will have 24 points, so make sure that this is also point. Okay, and then you can okay that, and then of course H3 will have 18 points high. Okay, 18 points. So font size will be 18 pt, sorry, pt, right? So you can okay that. Okay, so the last one will be a class called cyan. Okay, a class called cyan. Let me just copy it, called cyan. So the color code will be this. I think the color code is the one I have to copy now. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I'm going to create new. So it's a class. So a class will always start with a dot. Okay, so dot cyan. Is it cyan or cyan? I'm so sorry, my pronunciation. Right. So of course in CSS, a class starts with a dot, and of course ID starts with a hash. So you can go and read up that the difference between both. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Cyan has 00FFF. Okay, so let's go ahead to give it the color code. So I'm gonna just give it the color code this, and then okay that, and then see the color of the cyan. So I'm gonna okay that. Okay, so we've been able to define this class. We're able to like create a class, right? All right. So I think now we are done with all this, right? So let's see the questions that follow. Okay, so complete this and this style sheet using the information above, so which we've done. Place your name, center number and candidate number as a comment at the end of the style sheet. Okay, so for us to put so we're gonna use the forward slash is that forward slash asterisk. So I'm gonna have my name. So let me just have a space a bit. Kechuku Anolefu is my name, comma ng156, comma, and then I'm going to have 0004 as my candidate number, and then I'm going to start with so let me just give it space, start with another asterisk and end it with this, and then I think that will be it. Okay, so my comment has ended here. All right, so place your name, serial number and candidate number as a comment at the end of this style sheet. Okay, so we've done that. So save this style sheet in your spec folder with the file name this. Okay, let me copy that, followed by your candidate number. Okay, so I'll go right there, go to file, go to save as. So I will save it in this spec folder, and then you want the name to be this, right? So end it with 0004. Okay, and then okay that. Okay, so let me just end it with CSS. I just want to be sure, obviously CSS, but man, let me just save it with CSS extension. Okay, all right, I think that's about it for this part. Okay, so take a screenshot showing the content of your style sheet and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the contents are easy to read, and that the file name is clearly visible. So this is a step 3 actually. So we're going to go to our CSS. You want to screenshot. So making sure that the file name is visible. Okay, spec style and then candidate number.css. Okay, it's visible, so you can copy that and then go paste it in your evidence document. So of course this is step 3. Step 3 evidence. Okay, and then paste it right there. Okay, so take a screenshot. Okay, so I think we've done this. We've achieved this now. So number 4, open the web page spec webpage.csv. Sorry, what the heck? Open the web page spec webpage.html in a suitable editing package. Replace the text a candidate ZZ99. Okay, so replace this text with your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, so let's go ahead to open that. I don't know why I'm so clumsy today. Okay, so let's right click here and then open, and then of course open it right here. So I'm going to go to design view actually. So look for the text here. Let's see what we have here. So we've been able to open that. So let me just go replace the text a candidate, and then all this text here with your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, so which is here. So I'm just gonna like copy it. Select that and then type my name. Ikechukwu. That's not it? My God, what am I thinking? It's supposed to be down here. Sorry guys, I think I got distracted. My daughter was crying, so I got a little bit distracted. So I'm gonna have my name Ikechukwu Anolefo, comma, and then ng156, comma, and then what's the next one? 0004. That will be my candidate number. So that's fine. Okay. Attach the style sheet spec style1.css to this web page. Okay, so we can actually go to attach style sheet, browse for style 1. Where's my specimen? Okay, spec HTML folder. Okay, so let me be sure. What are we attaching? We are attaching actually spec style 1, so which is this one. So we're attaching that. Okay, so we can okay that, and then this is what we have. All right, so we've done from here to here. So attach the style sheet you edited in step 3 to your web page so that it has a higher priority than the style sheet spec style1.css. Okay, so let's go and attach that, the one that we created. Okay, so I go to attach style sheets. I want to browse. This is the one that we created, so of course I'll open that, say okay to that. Okay, so one thing you have to know, if I go to the code view, the last style that I added is the one that will have precedence over the previous one, right? So this particular one here, of course, will not apply anymore. So this one down here will be the one that will take precedence. So in that priority, so which means that the new one that we actually added is the one that has the highest priority. Okay, so that's actually answers the question right there. Okay, attach style so that it has a higher priority. Okay, so if I switch, okay, let's even make, so if I switch this now, if I cut this out, which is the first style, let me cut it and then go down, okay, so that it to become the current one. So it goes down. You see that this one will be the one that will apply. So right, so if I save my changes, right, and go back to design view, you see that one will actually apply. So the priority will be the one that is below, right? So that's how the style sheet priority works. Okay, so I'm going to simply copy this one again and then make sure I have it on top of the other one. Okay, so I'm just going to paste it down here. Okay, paste it down here and then save that change, save the changes. Okay, you can actually see better when you go on when you preview it on a web page, which we can even do right away. Okay, so that's good stuff. Okay, so let's have it, let's keep it moving. So save the web page. Okay, so which we've done already. So number 5, use the class created in your style sheet to set the color of the text, this Tawara digital storage, to cyan. Okay, Now, what we can do here is to, what's the text? This is text here. So the text, Tawara digital storage. So we want to make sure that only this text will be cyan. So we can go and call that, the class. Okay. So I'm going to use the anchor. Some people can use the span tag. So, but I'll use the anchor, the a tag here. Okay. So I'm just going to say a. Okay. So I'm going to just copy this part, cut it, and then of course paste it here so that it will be within the a tag. Okay, so within the a tag, I'm just going to so within the starting tag of the a tag, so I'm going to have class. Okay, class equals cyan. Okay, so it has recognized that I have cyan already, so I'm going to click right there and then save it, save my changes. Right, so if I go ahead to, let's reload this page. You see that this place has taken the color cyan. Okay, so that's actually how effective ID can be. Okay, so that's that for this. So some people can use, if you don't use spam, you can use a tag. Okay, so I prefer a tag. Okay, number 6, place into the appropriate section of the of the correct web development layer metadata to define the character set to UTF-8. Okay, so we can do this by going to, let's be on design. I can actually right click and then go to page property. I can go to page property. From page property, I want to go to custom, no, not custom, but language. That's for the UTF. So you want to go to language, you want to be on HTML encoding here. So you want to save this document as, so you want to scroll down and look for Unicode UTF, so and select that and then okay that. So if you go to the header position, you will see the meta tag here. Okay, the char set is in UTF. Okay, so that's how you can add that. Okay, using the expression web. All right, so the content is here and then the HTTP equivalent is also here. Okay, so but the most important code here is this UTF-8. Okay, so which has been added for us, so we're good with that. So the next one is metadata to include your name as the author of the web page. Okay, all right, so you can go back right there, go to design, right click again, go to page property. So you want to go to custom this time around. So you want to go to user variable, want to be on user variable here, and then click on add. So here, name is going to be keyword or keywords. Let me be sure of what it says. Name as the author. Okay, so include your name as the author of the, sorry. So name has to be author. Okay. Here, name will be author. Am I correct with the spelling? Author, yes. And then the variable is going to be my name. Let me understand the question a little bit. So include your name as the author of the web page. So name will be author, and then the value is going to be Ikechukwu Analefo. Okay, so that will be my name. So you add your name right there, and then you can okay that. So let's also look at the code in the code view. You see here, so that the content is Ikechukwu Analefo and the name is author. Okay, this is very very okay. All right. So let's see the next one. Metadata to set the keywords to Tawara. So let me just copy this. Copy that. So you want to go back again, right click, go to page property, and then go to custom. You want to add user values. Okay, so the name will be keywords, and then of course the values will be this. Okay, so I want to remove this and here. Okay, so you can okay that and then okay that. Okay, so you want to come up here to the header side and then see that the code for the meta tag has been added. Okay, the name will be keywords, and then of course the content will be Tawara, TDS, and DVD and so on. Okay, all right, so I think that's about it. So for number 6, I've finished this number 6 here. So number 7, Replace the text. Place image here in the web page with the image spec ssd.jpg you edited at step 1. Okay, so and add appropriate alternative text to this. Okay, so let's go ahead to do that. So you want to go to design view one more time, and then where's that text? Okay, so this is the text that I mistakenly removed before. Okay, so let's add the image. So go to insert and then go to picture from file. We want to browse for that. Okay. Okay, so the one from the question, the one we want is spec ssd.jpg, so which is this last one here. So appropriate text, we'll call it ssd. You can give it ssd and then okay that. So that's been added here. All right, so one thing I would like you to do is to make sure you control the width of the picture to contain within the what's it called, width of the cell. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will just click on it and then go to code view. I want to know exactly where it is. So you can let go of the height, and then of course make sure that the width is 100%. Okay, so that it can contain 100% of the width of the cell. This is very, very important, so that you don't have enlarged picture or view when you're viewing it in your browser. Okay, so this is very, very important. So I've done that now. Okay, so save the web page, display the web page in your browser, take screenshot evidence and place this in your evidence document. So this is step 7. So we're going to actually, let's refresh our browser. Okay, so everything is good here. What do I do? So let me see, let's reduce this. I want to take a screenshot actually, so let's reduce a little bit. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just do like I want to have a smaller form of it, so that you'll be able to give me a chance to actually have something. So I can now start reducing it. Okay, I can maybe reduce it a little further, something like this. Okay, so I think it's fine like this actually. Where are you? It's fine like this. So save this web page. Okay, and then display the web page in your browser, take screenshot evidence and place this in your evidence document. Okay, let me be sure that I saved. Okay, good, I saved. So I want to take a screenshot now. Take a screenshot now. You want to take a screenshot of everything here. Okay, yeah, also your, so in fact one thing I can do is to enlarge this to this side a little bit. So you really want everything to show. You really want all the information on the directory, okay, everything here to show. Okay, so I can go ahead to screenshot. So I want to make sure I get everything here. Okay, so I can screenshot that. Then oh sorry, where's my screenshot again? I'll copy that, go to my evidence. So my evidence, this is step 7, step 7 evidence. Okay, then go down and then paste it right there. Okay, so I think it's readable. Okay, so this is readable, right? So let's make it maybe title something and then move it to the, so everything is okay. I think it's way readable. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so make sure that all the page can be seen, all text can be easily read, the address bar is fully visible. So this address bar, that's what I was saying. I didn't even read all this. So this address bar up here, so make sure it's visible, and that's why I adjusted it to be a little bigger, just to get this address bar. Okay, all right, so I think that's about it. So take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence. Okay, the HTML source. So the HTML source will be, now one thing I must tell the student: don't take screenshot of the source code. Always just copy everything. Just click inside, select all, Control A, select all, and then copy. All right. So this is step 1. This is still step 7 evidence. So you want to go to your evidence, go down to, where's my, oh okay, Why are you here? Okay, so do I have to lock it again or something? And then okay, so let me just double click somewhere around here. Okay, and then paste everything. Okay, so let me just call it step 7, still step 7. Step 7 evidence. Okay, and then paste all my codes here. So don't try to take a screenshot, just paste all the code just as the question has said. Okay, all the HTML source, paste them in your evidence. Okay, so I think that's about it. So you can go ahead to you don't have to print because there are still other questions to follow. Okay, so later I will do the spreadsheet aspect. Okay, so thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. I'll see you in the next one.